Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and I'm back again. Last week I went back into being sick, and then also there was work I had to do, and that's the worst that you can have. The work was good, but having to ease the pain constantly with medication is not so nice. Today I want to do something that I normally don't do. Is I want to explain where that comes from. So right now I had multiple weeks where I wasn't recording because of being sick, and I think you deserve an explanation for that. The why is he sick, and why does it matter somehow? So just to show you a bit of a short update, this is another laser weapon mod I added. We know this one from Dark Biomech. It got picked up by Skullbjorn or something. I think Skullbjorn was the name. He repaired it. The mod is, I think, for ages now, not updated, all this stuff. And he made a version that's at the moment maybe a bit cheaty. The range of this thing is around 5 kilometers still. By the way, the game gets bloated again. I will have to figure some things out. Yeah, 5 kilometers. Not that it attacks things in that range. That's weird, because I wanted to test it against these drones that I had sitting around for ages, but it didn't attack them. They flew, or they just vanished at one point. Maybe the mod got updated, the corruption mod, and something there changed, or don't know, the drones react to the maximum weapons range that you have. I don't know. I wanted to test it and made it here because I had, I don't know, some one there and one down there or so, and I wanted to not have this one shoot at both, so that I can show off what is happening, but nothing happened. The laser didn't attack the drone. The drone then at one point went away. Another update that came in is for the MA laser mods, MA laser mod, and the mod author did a nice thing, and I can only say thank you. He finally brought in the normal slopes for the lasers, and now I can have these laser cannons on the normal slopes. That is nice. There was updates to it. I didn't completely take a look at it, but yesterday I did some work. I defined where I want to have the bridge. I decided that this is a good place for a window or something like that. And then I also added some more conveyors, some more blocks, closed off some things, changed some conveyor paths, and yeah, did some general work. By the way, our gun emplacements here really help. I had multiple drones attack, horsefly drones, cannon drones, and all this stuff. Everything got, up until now, everything got really shot down pretty quick. Good. Okay, I will work more on this end of the area. I finally want to bring in my idea of having something like a turret, a really flat turret stick out here, and that's what I want to plan out. Yeah, I think you all deserve a bit of an explanation. Why is it that I'm not constantly sick, but that it can happen a few more times than I would really like. And at the moment, what is happening right at the moment? So, by the way, this doesn't come in the wake of everybody on YouTube at the moment having health problems, and some people are really struggling. It's sad to hear from some people on YouTube. No, I just want to finally explain what's happening here. Good. I am suffering from an autoimmune disease. People, I think it's known in America also as psoriasis. It is the normal version, basically, of it is a skin condition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's what I'm mainly suffering from. So, I have the normal psoriasis with, not a normal, I have a relatively strong form of it, but I would completely appear normal at the moment because I am taking immune suppressants. So the whole thing means my immune system is attacking my skin. That leads to the skin aging a lot faster and a constant state of being inflamed. It looks like you're having these flakes on it and all that stuff. So I don't have that at the moment. That is thanks to relatively strong medication that I'm using. The thing with it is that pushing my immune system down also makes me open for everything bad that's out there. And that's why I had I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had to drive by bus for a long time, and that was a main source for me having constant colds and all that stuff, because public transportation is not my friend when it comes to that. I'm getting pretty sick, and my overall health is, as someone that has a job sitting down and not moving a lot, being a bit overweight, having it's not the best, and I should change that. Don't preach to me. I will try to do that. So, but that is a thing why I can be sick a lot. So, but in the last months, I didn't have a cold. I had the flu. And the thing for me is that we can get flu vaccination pretty easy, and the thing is that our healthcare system here provides us with a flu vaccine that gives protection against 3 strains of the flu. I caught the 4th, so they changed that, by the way. Next year we are all getting the 4th strain vaccination. But I caught the 4th strain. So I got a real flu, was sick for weeks, and with my medication, let's say it that way, it is not the funniest thing, because normally, I don't know, a flu is 2, 3, 4 weeks. This strain is a bit harder. I had it for, don't know, 6 weeks or something like that. So the whole thing made one problem. My the psoriasis is an autoimmune disease, and it reacts to stuff like, like flus. And if you have an infection or something like that, then it can go haywire and start doing more. And there is a form of psoriasis that attacks your joints. And I talked about that I was in a lot of joint pain, and that I couldn't really say what's up there. So joint pain in the hands, in the hip, in knees, in the feet, and all that stuff. And the problem with that was I couldn't sit down, and I couldn't lie down, I couldn't stand up. At least not everything for a long time. That doesn't make for good things while doing computer stuff, because I had to time it so that I could work on my computer. And sadly, then I have to push back stuff like YouTube. I think I talked about this, but now you know this. That's why YouTube took a bit of a hit there, and I noticed that in views and in subs. But I can't do anything about that. So the thing with that is now that I had to go to my doctors. I had to make appointments for later to find out if I really have that now. It could be a permanent thing. It could also be just a thing that is there for a few weeks, for a few months, and then goes away. If I have it now permanently, and I know that because my father has the same thing and struggles with that, but my father has to use different medication and again, it could be a permanent thing. If it's that, that's the next thing we have to find out. If it's that, it could be, don't know, everything else. It could be, don't know, rheumatism, or how is that called? It could be everything. But the strong assumption is that it could be something like that. And now we have to find out if it's that. If it's that, then my psoriasis basically went to the next level and decided, okay, I want to do a bit more than just do something for the joints. I just for the skin. I also want to attack the joints, and then again, I need different medication to get rid of the constant pain. And I'm still in a bit of pain. I'm at the moment, I'm taking pain medication just to be able to work. And I talked about that. I did some work in the meantime for a company that hopefully wants to bring me on board for them, and I want to show my best work there. And so again, I had to concentrate on all this stuff. I hope that this is now over and I can. Okay, now I have to see how I want to have that. I might want to have that pretty flat here, but we will see. At the moment, everything works out, so I'm good. I can now record a bit. I will take my time with it just a bit, so that I don't know, maybe do recordings over a few days. Then maybe there's just an episode or a one one video per week that's missing or so. I hope that I can do this together with the hopefully new work that I'm getting into. The thing is, I worked self-employed, and let's say it that way. It's sometimes a bit. It can be a bit hard to sustain constant levels of money for you if you are self-employed, and it's nicer to have a job that provides you with a constant flow of money, let's say it that way. So it would be nice to have a job in that regard. My American sleep schedule will suffer from it, but I think that's okay. So the thing with the whole health now is, again, I will have to see in the next few weeks how this all turns out. If it's that what me and my doctors are assuming, if it's that, then again I will have to change medication. We will see what that means for my skin, for example. That's one idiotic thing, is that the medication that helps me with the joints might not help my skin as good as the one I'm using right now. Just for information and to give you a bit of the picture what this means, what I'm using as medication at the moment. I'm getting a medication that is also used, and I think I'm getting the same levels of it. That's also used. Oh, see that? That's. What is it? It doesn't matter. It's gone. Nice. So the medication I'm getting is the same medication that someone that has got a new kidney, for example, would get the same stuff. We tested out some medication. The last one I got was the same medication that someone that would go through chemotherapy get, but in not so high dosages. That's the good thing. That was not a fun thing, that stuff, and the people that have to go through chemo and use this stuff in a lot higher dosages. Oh no, that's something I would be really scared for. It's nothing to boast with. I don't want to say, hey, look what I'm taking. It's just so to give you a picture. And again, it's nothing. It's nothing where someone has to say, "Oh, you poor person." That's again, this stuff makes everything for me a lot easier, and I can sleep at night. I don't have to bathe myself in weird salves and creams that damage my skin even more. And so I'm gladly taking all these medication because I can. There's people out there, and again, I'm talking to a mainly American audience who might not have as good as a healthcare than I have and all that stuff. So la. No need for pity or anything. it's all good. But that's the explanation. So that's just to say that's why I couldn't record in the last few weeks as often as I would like. You know now when I say, okay, I'm sick, that it mainly must be something like this, so that I sit there and am sick from, don't know, catching a cold that drags me down a bit more than someone else would be dragged down by it. And then also, yeah, just, again, it's all just to inform you how this all fits together. Yeah, this whole stuff is a bit of a big part of my life now for, I don't know, since I'm 12 or so. I don't know. And the good thing is I have some really good doctors now that know what they are doing, and that helps. And in the next few weeks, I hopefully get the news that it is what I'm assuming and my doctors are assuming, or if it's not that and we have to look a bit farther. Again, it could also vanish just on its own. That would be good then, because then I could just stay with my medication that I have right now. I would know that that medication is good for my skin and I don't have to change anything to even crazier medication. The medication works better, but the price, people, you don't want to know. Okay, good. I think that's all for my health situation. You are now informed if I talk about this, what is up there, and we can now go and do something else. So this ship again needs a bit of a 3D structure, and that's one thing I want to give it. Not only with the tower up here, having a bit of a lookout or something like this is neat and gives it a bit more structure. If I would have just flattened it out, that wouldn't be nice. Let me do just a shortcut so that the video doesn't get too long, and I will be back in a second. Again, this is just a cut, so I get better synchronization with the audio and all that stuff. Not that it is really needed, but well, one thing I've found out is, and that's one thing I had time for, is taking a look at my settings in my editing software, and I had some problems with black screens in the meantime, and I hope that these are gone for good. Found some settings, and with the help of some other YouTubers, I think my black screens should be gone. That's a good thing. Okay, yeah, 3D structures on the ship. At the moment, the whole ship is a bit too flat, too straight, to, yeah, you know that. And what I want to do is I want to build some 3D, 3D, I want to bring out the structure at some points, and then wrap some things around the ship so that it appears a bit, it appears like it has some ridges, some of that stuff. And I don't know how thick I want to make these, but I also measured, I already measured some things. So I have one back here that I want to do. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm trying to again think in threes here, but with the thickness, I don't think that will be possible here. That would be too much, or yeah, that's just too much. I will just go with the two, with the one block thickness, just to thickness, just just so I can have a bit of a structure in there that distracts the eye, and later with maybe painting it, then having even a better look for that. One thing I need to put in here are the decks, so that I can put in artificial gravity. That will be done in the next few days, hopefully, just so that I can run along some paths and refill my my suit. Good. Okay, this one will wrap around the outside. Let me go and see. Okay. I thought about having it go out 3 here too, but that's just too much. That is just too much. So let us go and do this. Bring it down. You can, by the way, see that I have brought in more thrusters. The top thrusters are installed, and I want to do the next ones too, so I can remove these emergency thrusters down there for now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up top I have 3. Down here I will just go with the 2 times 3. Then have this installed. And 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I can just come over from here, have it this way. Again, these things will not have any real. I don't want to put reactors in there or something like this. It's just for the look of the hull, so it does a bit of. It gives it a bit of depth. Good. Let me finish this. We could put in some windows or something like that, but mainly it is just here to give it some depth. In the front, I want to have something similar, maybe a bit bigger, and then wrap it around the front. I also decided that I want to have something sticking out in the front, so there will be. This might go a bit longer, and the whole structure with this wrapping might go a bit. I'm not sure how to build that yet, but the whole structure might be a bit thicker and then go for a bit longer to the front. I want to have something coming out on the bottom of the whole thing, and maybe go a bit deeper than the rest of the hull. So this is the bottom. This is the bottom of the main hull here, and it might go a bit deeper than this. Not sure what will be in there, and the usual candy cane can't be missing. So we have to build something like that too. You can see that I have the bridge will be here. This will be the the form of the bridge also is not completely done in my head by now. That will be, again, that will be here, and the size also. It's everything has to grow on me. For now I went with this size, but it could be that I go a bit smaller, not so wide, and come out again, and then we put the bridge on there. But made the bottom form here, brought in these thrusters, and again this needs to go soon so I can form the bottom here. Uh-oh, something is coming in. I'm thinking. Doesn't matter right now. This works out pretty well. Up top here I can... Oh, okay, I thought there's damages happening or something like that. I could put some PDX turrets on here, maybe an antenna. That would be nice to have something like a communication tower up here, some lights with some windows, and the rest will be... I like these kinds of projects. I found out. Oh, okay, now I don't understand this turret. I don't really understand it because it didn't... Do the turrets only attack moving targets? The drones that were just sitting out there and were asking me to come over and all that stuff, they wouldn't be attacked. But this one came into range and got immediately attacked. I'm a bit surprised that it didn't do that. But you could see this. This is a bit of an OP turret. I wanted to test it to get rid of the drones that just sit there. I'm not a big fan of drones that just sit there. I think I talked about that. Ramathep on my Discord made the suggestion to build some cruise missiles or something like that. And another one of my Discord, hey, how are people called on Discord? Someone else on my Discord, Shakespeare Plays, had a good idea about this and showed it off, and I will definitely have to do a bit of talking to to that guy, because yeah, that needs to be talked about. Multiple missiles attacking a target relatively far away, and yeah, that needs... Yeah, see, it's just so there's something a bit more. It's nothing special. It's just the eyes get something to see, and that's what I want. Okay, good. I need a bit of an idea for how to set these in. These are now on the middle axis. I might also put the small, the bottom ones on the middle axis. I like this a bit more than having them somewhere on the sides or so. And also I still need to work on the front when it comes to storage and all that stuff. That's also a thing that will happen. I really like it. It is the next version of the Empress, basically. It still follows some of the things I've done with the Empress, and now I'm getting a bit away from the Duchessa design. So the Duchessa design is still there, but I'm doing my own thing right now, and I'm not completely going with hey, I'm basically just making the Duchessa bigger. And that's a good feeling to just have found a bit of my own thing there. Good. People, I will go back to building, but now I will do just some plates and some here and some there. And I think we will see us in the next episode, I would say. People, hope you liked this one. Hope you liked my explanation on how this whole being sick and not being able to record comes, where that comes from. And hope you can understand this. And yeah. If you liked the video, then please leave a like on the video. That always helps me. Take a look at the description. There's all the links to my Discord, to my Patreon, to Twitter, to all this stuff. Take a look. Maybe you're interested in one of these things. And I hope to see you in the next video. See ya, guys.